Welcome back to In Ohio Country today, and from Ada, Ohio at the Conservation Tillage and Technology Conference. Joining me once again is Randall Reeder. Randall's a retired extension agent from The Ohio State University as far as engineering is concerned. And Randall, thanks for joining us.
I'm glad to be here. Glad to have you here, Dan.
So when we talk about conservation tillage and technology, let's start from the conservation standpoint. What do you hope to achieve in an event like this?
Well, the emphasis is on no-till, cover crops, and soil health. And of course, we've got nutrient management, we've got water quality presentations, and all of those fit together into making our agriculture more environmentally friendly, serving ecosystems, to use a new phrase on that. And it's to make farmers more successful.
And it makes a lot of sense, too, because technology in the world today, especially in agriculture, is ever changing. You have a lot of presenters here today. Let's talk about the people who are part of this event.
Well, it's a great group to work with. USDA is one example, but Ohio State University Extension is a major part and probably the most important part. We probably have at least 25 extension folks here helping, running the individual events, and of course they're involved in planning and lining up all the speakers too. Ohio Department of Agriculture, we had Brian Baldridge speaking here, the director, and NRCS, so USDA is a big part of it. There's a lot of ARS people here on day two in the session on water quality. And of course, our major sponsors, Ohio Soybean Council and Ohio Corn and Wheat. So they've been with us for a dozen years or more. And we've got Pioneer this year. Fennig Equipment is sponsoring a session. Brant Agriculture Products is sponsoring a speaker. I should have mentioned Pioneer sponsoring a speaker too. And then Calmer Cornheads is sponsoring Paul Yassa. He's a fellow ag engineer like me from University of Nebraska. And he's been working with no-till for more than 40 years. So he's been on the program here for a few sessions. So anyway, that's just some of the examples, and about 25 exhibitors that have paid to be here.
Of course, you hold this every year in Ada, Ohio. In the past, I think, and maybe it was during COVID, you did a lot of videos, if you will, sessions that people can partake in, the presenters can talk about. And are you doing that again this year?
Well, here's the plus for that. Not only are we low cost, but and I should have mentioned certified crop advisors is a key part of our attendance. And we record, if we get them all recorded, the goal is to record them all. So they should be available to all registrants, and they'll be up till around July the 1st. So the advantage of that, even somebody who's here, because we have 4 concurrent sessions both days, you can only be in one place at one time. So if you go to one session here, then on the videos, you can watch the other 3 and learn from about 60 different presentations altogether. So those will be available to those who are registered. And I'll throw in, since this is whenever this airs, you can still register for $100. And you'll have access to that. And for a certified crop advisor, you can get your CCA credits. Same thing for certified livestock managers. Those folks can also get their credits.
You know, again, here at the Conservation Tillage and Technology Conference, the people that you bring in come from all over the state, it seems like. But more importantly, it's an educational opportunity. So if you've missed it, if you plan on coming in the future, one of the things you can always look forward to are the videos like you mentioned, and just simply register online. Is there a website people can go to do that?
Oh yeah, we have a nice website, and we go by the old name, which was Conservation Tillage Conference, but the website is ctc.osu.edu. So it's still hosted actually in the Food, Ag, and Biological Engineering Department, but ctc.osu.edu.
So, Randall, before we let you go, how about some words of wisdom from our good friend Will Rogers and what he would say about agriculture?
Well, thank you for asking. I don't have my hat on, but Will grew up on a ranch, and he was very close to agriculture and the ranching. And among the other things that he said was, he said, a farmer has to be an optimist, or he wouldn't still be a farmer. Now, I think that this year, it's not like prices are going to be down. It's going to be a tough year. And as somebody else said, this isn't Will Rogers, this is somebody here, that the successful farmer this year is going to be the one who loses the least. Yeah, unfortunately, prices don't look too good for corn, soybeans, and wheat. But anyway, like I said, farmers, and this isn't just Will Rogers, farmers really are optimists. They buy the inputs, they plant in the spring and keep their fingers crossed that they're going to have rain at the right time. And again, another thing that Will Rogers said just popped into my mind is the relief that the farmer gets from the sky, meaning rain, beats what they get from Washington.
And that holds so true in a presidential election year like 2024. Randall Reeder has been our guest once again. Randall, thanks for joining us.
All right. Thank you for inviting me, Dan.
And we'll be back with more In Ohio Country Today right after this.